let's just, can we just for the moment, and we can all play with it in a minute, measuring the topography, and then what's happening is I can use my hand to create water, and there's a hydrodynamic model in the computer that then knows where the water is in the topography, and when I do something, it will release that water, or that water will run down the catchment as it would do in a hydrodynamic model. So we've got this very extreme situation at the moment where we've got a dam that's been set up, and we've got so we've got a catchment here. In the lower catchment, we've got a number of houses. We've got an exceptionally large and non-native species deer. But let's just imagine that's
a dinosaur.
Yeah, a dinosaur. And so what I'm first of all going to do is I'm going to release the dam. So we can see now that dam water being released. Flooding properties. I'll put my dam back in.
So how can we see the generated results?
We don't see the results in there. That's the results that are projecting on there. So I can use my finger and I can now drain the water away. So I may want to then I will fill my dam back up. Fill my dam back up. So I'm basically creating it with a cloud. So now what I'm going to do is we've got a situation here where we've got a catchment that's been heavily urbanized and it's been deforested. So we don't have any trees up in the upper forest now. So I'm going to use my hand again to create a rainstorm, and we'll see how fast that the water moves down the catchment. So here we go. So again, we're now moving down and we're flooding the floodplain and all the properties. And then if we've got really bad luck, we've also got a dam break happening at the same time. So I'm now going to drain my catchment now. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reforest. I'm going to use some nature-based solutions, and I'm going to reforest my upper catchment. Can't quite do the thousands of trees that have been done in a number of locations.
Did you consider the sedimentation as well in the catchment?
Did I consider which, sorry?
Sedimentation, erosion.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that, I'm afraid. No. So it's just
only hydrodynamics only, right?
Yes, that's right.
Water
So
flow.
now when I make a rain in my upper catchment, and obviously it's really slowing, isn't it? So we're catching a lot of that and slowing and attenuating it. So not only is it moving slower down, but less volume is moving at a slower pace down the river. So talking about that influence of nature-based solutions and the reforestation of upper catchments. What we've also done in this situation is, remember Jane yesterday, he was speaking about Thailand and the Thailand floods, and that one of the problems was that there was a lot of industrial buildings, and those industrial buildings, the way the topography was, it was such that it was acting as a bowl, and that water was never really leaving the catchment. It didn't really have a particularly good way to drain. It can be a bit fiddly getting water going in. A situation where the water really isn't draining out from that perspective. So would anybody like to make it rain? You like to make it rain? So you have to sort of put your hand not too high, but you need to have, let me move this chair out of the way. So if you sort of hover your hand sort of around there, you gotta put your fingers out, that's right. You really gotta wiggle your thumb, you don't really need to wiggle your fingers much. You wanna fill the dam up? probably a little bit lower, probably about like that. Nice and wide fingers. There you go.
I make it rain in this catchment as well. Okay.
Yeah, you can make it rain there. It may be.
The light should be in your hand. Huh?
Yeah, I think you need to. So I think it'll only do one rainer at a time, so you'll need to wait till the dam's filled up, and then we can rain there. So I think it gets confused if there's more than one hand. So if you you can't have more than one cloud. Right now, try. I think you kind of gotta get sort of there. Fingers nice and wide. Back. If you step in here and get your hand, if I do it like that, it is a little bit fiddly being a cloud.
You're not a good musician.
Yeah, you better make it up here. Yeah, create some.
The rainmaker.
Yeah, a rainmaker.
I've just got magic fingers. You want to release the dam? Yeah, that'll be enough. Yeah, pull it out.
Just try it.
So what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to give the other group a demonstration, and then we'll let some people come up and you can move the sand around and you can do all different things with it, and we can have some fun with it after that.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah.